Hello my little loves, so today I am here to do my June book haul. I have a load of books that I ordered from BOOKS2DOORS recently and here we have them. So the first 3 books are the next couple of volumes in the Girl from the Other Side books by Howdee-haie. I've read the first 2 volumes and most recently the second volume I read in June, so if you're interested in some thoughts, check out my June wrap up. But I have volume 3, volume 4 and volume 5, and these are all following a little girl and a monster living their life together. And it's kind of like a fairy tale, a dark fairy tale. You learn quite soon how the monster is cursed and there's this sort of division between the insiders and the outsiders are like the ones with all the curse and stuff. So yeah, that's the story really. With BOOKS2DOORS you get various conditions. So I have like some like new, good. This is probably one of the good qualities because it's a little bit dented and dinged. But generally they are pretty, like they're still in very nice readable condition. So yes, these are the next few volumes of The Girl from the Other Side that I have recently purchased. Then I picked up various volumes of The Sandman because it's coming to Netflix now and I need to get back into it. So I read the first volume a couple of years ago. So this is The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. So I picked up the next 4 volumes. So we've got 2 through to 5. The second volume is called The Doll's House. They've also had a cover change, so you might see some differences in here. The third volume is called Dream Country. Sorry for the glare, it's quite shiny. The fourth is called Season of the Mists. And the 5th is called A Game of You. So again, they're in various conditions, but they all look pretty good to me. One of them came randomly and it was like the box it was in was drenched in some sort of hand wash or something. It smelled really nice. The book was fine, but also I was like, what is this stuff? But yes, here are the next couple volumes of The Sandman. The next books are all box sets now. They're amazing with their box sets. Such good deals, amazing bargains on there. So the first trilogy I got is by Jeff Vandermeer and it is the Annihilation books. They're actually called Area X. So we have Annihilation, Authority and Acceptance. And I don't really know an awful lot about what it is. I just know that they have a movie on Annihilation. Natalie Portman, I think. So first of all, isn't the box set itself like really beautiful? I love all like the germs and stuff. I love the germs in the X, and it carries around to the spine of it and then at the back. And it says the 3 celebrated novels of Jeff Vandermeer's South Reach trilogy. I thought it was called Area X, I'm very confused. Annihilation, Authority and Acceptance tell an exhilarating, disturbing and suspenseful story of humanity engaged in an existential confrontation with nature. So I've just had my nails done. I don't know how to do anything with them, so do excuse me that I'm very awkward with them. But here is how they look. Oh, they're really pretty. Okay, so the spines look even nicer against the back of white. Move Elsa, good girl. So, oh, here we have Annihilation, which is the smallest book of all 3. Sometimes when I see the first book really, really small, I wonder if there was any intention originally to make it like an extensive series, especially when you compare it to like the thickness of the next 2. So, this is absolutely stunning. I'm loving this salmon pink. It matches my nails quite nicely. So this says, welcome to Area X, an Edenic wilderness. Oh, that's interesting. An environmental disaster zone, a mystery for 30 years. The Southern Reach, a selective government agency, has sent 11 expeditions to investigate Area X. One has ended in mass suicide, another in a hail of gunfire, the 11th in a fatal cancer epidemic. Now 4 women embark on the 12th expedition into the unknown. Into the unknown! This sounds so cool. I hope I enjoy this. I've seen like clips from the movie, but I've never sat down and watched it through properly. This is how Authority looks. This is the second book and it matches these nails. The better, maybe the blue a little bit as well. And lastly we have Acceptance, and of course there we go. This is perfect. I love how this is turning out. And yeah, this is a stunning bright yellow shade. So there are those books. Okay, so next up we have a collection from Becky Chambers. So we have 4 books in here, and these aren't like stuck together as a like box set. They're just like bundled together for a deal, I'd imagine, because they don't have a nice pretty box like the Annihilation books do. So I don't know if these are all standalones. I'm pretty sure Becky Chambers books are like you can read them on their own, but I think they're kind of interconnected in the same universe. So we have To Be Taught If Fortunate, tiny little one, little novella. We have Record of a Spaceborne Few. Here we go. We have A Close and Common Orbit. These are nice and floppy. This cover, like this, the colour scheme of it kind of reminds me of, I've been thinking of leaving things. Wait, I've been thinking of ending things. It kind of gives me that vibe with the text going down as well. And the first one, the one that I recognise the most, is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. So I'll read the synopsis of this one because I have a feeling, if anything, this will be the first one I'd get to, regardless of whether they're in some sort of order or not. But it says, when Rosemary Harper joins the crew for the Wayfarer, she isn't expecting much. The Wayfarer, a patched up ship that's seen better days, offers her everything she could possibly want. A small, quiet spot to call home for a while, adventure in far off corners of the galaxy, and distance from her troubled past. But Rosemary gets more than she's bargained for with the Wayfarer. The crew is a mishmash of species and personalities, from Sissix, the friendly reptilian pilot, to Kizzy and Jenks, the constantly sparring engineers who keep the ship running. Life on board is chaotic, but more or less peaceful, exactly what Rosemary wants, until the crew are offered the job of a lifetime, the chance to build a hyperspace tunnel to a distant planet. They'll earn enough money to live comfortably for years, if they survive the long trip through war-torn space without endangering any of the fragile alliances that keep the galaxy peaceful. But Rosemary isn't the only person on board with secrets to hide, and the crew will soon discover that space may be vast, but spaceships are very small indeed. Oh, that sounds so good. I actually had no idea what any of these books were about. I just knew they were like space books that have a lot of love, a lot of fan base around them. And the last box set we have are pretty much all of Alice Osman's novels. So we have Solitaire, I Was Born for This, Loveless, Radio Silence, This Winter, and Nick and Charlie. I know a lot of people have been absolutely adoring the adaptation on Netflix for Heartstopper, and I really enjoyed it as well. So I wanted to just go back and enjoy some of her longer pieces, like her more fully written novels, not just the graphic novels, which I have enjoyed, and kind of see where a lot of it all started, because I think in Solitaire we actually meet Charlie's sister Tori. I think she's the main character in this one, so that might be the one that I begin with first, or is it Radio Silence? I don't know, are they all about her? Let's see. Anyway, my name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess, but that's all over now. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't. So I absolutely adore these covers. I think they're so beautiful. Again, that pastel vibe, but these are more like vibrant pastels, see what I mean? So we have here Solitaire. Let me just flip through the covers for you guys. Born for This. I love how they all kind of match as well. I have Loveless here, Radio Silence, This Winter. If I read one like one a month, that might take me up to like colder months, so maybe I can give that a go. Oops, I'm dropping it now. And then of course Nick and Charlie. So those are all the books that I recently got from Book2Door. I absolutely love that service. They've got such amazing deals on there. It kind of makes me think of like The Works, but all online. But yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've got any of these books yourself. If you'd like to buddy read any of them, I'm totally open to that. But for now, I shall speak to you in another video soon. Bye!